Hello and welcome to Dare to Defy 3. Now for this fight, I decided to bring Zack, Terra, and Sisney. I got Terra's LD, so I was pretty happy with what I got, and the calls are actually a little bit relevant here because I have mostly damaging calls on Zack and Terra. But the Sisney call is actually Ferris because these guys buff themselves with some pretty annoying buffs that I personally don't want on them. So I am gonna be using Ferris's call in order to make sure that they don't have too many annoying buffs on them. They have a couple of gimmicks, which is that once their force gauge fills up, they will do an HP attack, but they will also get insta turn rate. They will move in front of you and get a bunch of turns. As for the HP gimmicks, during the first HP threshold, they don't do anything too important. But during the second HP threshold, once you break the second HP bar, they will take 3 turns in a row, each of them. So if you manage to break their HP thresholds back to back, they will actually have 6 turns in a row. And they have some pretty nasty debuffs that allow them to gain a lot of bravery. So if they're not targeting Zack, or if Zack doesn't have his BT on, he will be dead. Or that party member will be dead. So that's the reason why I brought Zack. Zack basically neutralizes them during their turns back to back because they literally can't do anything to him when he has his BT active. Terra is here to do the damage, Sisney is here to support with off turns, and we have of course push call as well as Leon call, just so that Terra can do a nasty amount of damage when force time hits. And I decided to take it easy because I don't need to rush too much. Too much during the force time. I want to cancel their force time, so I'm not going to force time with Terra until their force time is active, but I will do the price of freedom with Zack before their force time hits, because again they take multiple turns in a row and I want to be ready with my cover tank to make sure that they don't squash me like a bug. Now I do kind of have to waste Ferris's LD call here because they already had a lot of buffs. It would have been way better for me to actually do her regular call here to get rid of all of their buffs, but well, this wasn't a perfect run. And yeah, there's the force time ability. He's going to do his big HP attack. Unfortunately for him, that 20% chance to miss actually triggered. So and there it is. That's why Ferris is so good, because that amount of bravery, they just keep getting that amount of bravery when they are in force time, and it's really scary. Which is why Ferris is great here, because she neuters that, because she sets their bravery to 0, which is absolutely great for me. Because they're not as scary as they could be otherwise. And then it's kind of like the business as usual with Terra. Terra has to LD first. Then she needs to BT, and then for force time and everything is kind of sort of aligned. She's at 10 turns for the force time and then 10 turns for the BT, well 9 turns for the BT, but if you count the LD call it's kind of sort of 10. And I'm just gonna waste a bit of time here. Once I start the force gauge, I want to fill it up a little bit with insta turn rate before I go into the actual BT phase. So they want to do a lot of damage and their force time is cancelled. Yeah, their force time actually, I thought that it didn't stop even when you had your force time up in the regular Shinryu fight, so I'm not sure how that will work for the actual for this one because I haven't done much testing. Terra runs through the stage like it's paper, so I didn't feel the need to do much more testing. And during this first HP threshold, they actually don't get Terra rate, which is great for me. First call is at 8 turns, so it's still an instant turn rate, so it still gives me a lot of force time, as well as it just sets me up with everything like perfect 7-7. 7 turns of the BT. And then LD during the burst to do a lot of damage. So this is standard Terra play right here, nothing too interesting. The one thing to note here is that when we come out of this BT, they will both have their they will both take their insta turn rate because we will be breaking their HP bars. And there they are, they're broken. One of them, I believe, is almost going to be in the red. If I remember correctly, because yes, Terra does do that much damage now. She is ridiculous. She's always been ridiculous, but with a force time that actually benefits her and C90 Ultima weapon, she is ridiculous. And there we go. Pretty nice damage, and that was it for our force time, but they are almost dead. They're gonna take their bajillion turns because of course we just broke their second threshold, but that's fine. Zack is there to take all the damage and make them look silly for thinking that they can do something to us. And then we're just going to make sure that they are debuffed and go into the summon. And there really is no point going easy on them. Like at this point in time, it's just LDs and really high damaging attacks. But I'm not going to go like exceptionally hard on them either. I don't feel the need to rush because I have a lot of turns of Zack's BT. Like Zack still has 7 turns on that BT, so nothing is going to happen to me essentially, but all of their gimmicks are kind of dead at this point. Yes, they have fixed turns, but that's not going to be very relevant. So I'm not scared of them. They quite literally don't have the means to do any damage to me at this point. This team is basically very safe. Like, it doesn't require much to do damage with this team, and it doesn't require much thinking. Just yes, I said the reason why I like it. So I'm just taking it easy, chilling, letting the people have their turns as well. I mean, these guys are almost dead. No reason to stress out right now. The reason why I did Sisney's LD there was because initially Terra didn't have the turn in front of her. Terra was behind her, but because Terra is in front of her, I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna LD. I need Sisney's LD. I'm gonna LD with Terra. I need Sisney's LD to do maximum amount of damage, otherwise I would have EX'd there, but and I think I kill one of them here with the Saudi. And their Terra is moving in front of Sisnegan, so I had to OD again. Oh, she is funny like that sometimes. No, I didn't kill that guy. I misremembered. He got to live another turn. Yeah, unfortunately for them, they got me to my 4th time, so that means that they are dead because I still have an OD left. I'm gonna be doing a butt ton of damage and cancelling their 4th time as well. And yeah, that was pretty much this fight. Done and dusted. And yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with this team being here. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.